Where do all the trash tech and gashed gadgets go when we're done with them? Are they accumulating in your attic or sitting in a landfill? Do you know where your old tech goes?
I do not.
What did you do with your old phone that you were using before?
We sold it back to, I think I'm at Verizon.
Do you know what happens to the phone when you trade it in by chance?
Oh, maybe it was thrown away. No, I don't know what happens when I trade it in.
The dilemma is clear. What happens to the old innovation when it no longer excites? And how can North Carolinians help in the battle against unsustainable and unethical e-waste destruction? E-waste is defined by damaged or unwanted electrical or electronic devices, causing environmental and food chain pollutions, a huge risk to human health, and one of the fastest growing solid waste streams in the world. This fastly growing waste holds devastating implications for those tasked with the disposal and interaction through living proximity with it. The disposal method of incineration is not the only way harmful toxins are released into ecosystems. These toxins can leach into the environment from the location it is being accumulated in. In addition to the toxins it emits when incinerated, e-waste also contains materials like iron, aluminum, copper, gold, silver, and rare earth metals that can be harnessed and used. In North Carolina, there are a variety of locations looking to participate in the reduction of improper e-waste disposal. Some companies include the Junk Luggers in Apex, American Greens in Morrisville, Camden Institute in Durham, Powerhouse Recycling in Rowan, and TT&E Iron and Metal in Wake, to name a few. After sitting down with Camden Institute and American Greens, these are some of the ideas illustrated to me by these e-waste reduction companies here in North Carolina.
American Greens was established in 2009. A big bulk of our business is also local governments, and we go to their convenience centers or community trash dumps, and we pick up a lot of televisions. We do have occasions where there's local people and they just have something they want to drop off. And instead of sending them, if it makes sense and we're here, we'll help people out because that's just the way Max is. We codify commodities, so we'll put the laptops all together, the televisions that we get a bunch of. And we have a downstream that we send it to. We have reputable downstreams because we're certified. Everything, all these rules and regulations and security matters are in place to protect people's data. Well, we try not to send anything to the landfill. It goes to a downstream, and our downstreams do the processing. And it doesn't end up in foreign nations. It stays in the United States.
Our mission is to provide technology tools and training to bridge the digital divide. That's Camden in a nutshell. We started in 2003 by a father and son named Mark and Ned, so their names spelled backwards is Camden. They started with building a PC. At the time, a lot of people didn't know what was inside a PC and all the wonderful things that technology can do for us. 19 years later, we're focusing on digital equity, collecting about 20,000 assets a year, and those assets include laptops, desktops, monitors, keyboards. We do take cell phones, and we have repurposed a number of cell phones for a program out of UNC Medical Center. We're able to refurbish about 20% of them. We triage between cosmetically grade A, like no scratches, no shine on the keyboard. People can drive right up to our office building in Durham and during office hours just come in and drop it off and get a receipt. It was important to harvest as much as possible that's reusable from cell phones, tablets, computers, monitors, etc. There's a group called AFTER, which is the Alliance for Technology Reuse and Refurbishing. On their website, you can see how many non-profit, we call ITEDs. They're IT, Information Technology, Asset Disposal Companies. So there are other organizations that do what we do, is take technology, we use what we can, recycle, and then responsibly scrap the rest. We pull out the plastic pieces, the glass pieces, the copper and heavy metal pieces, right? You can sell those on a commodities market. So you recycle that way. We will do a free pickup, but we won't charge you for the miles to come get your stuff. We won't charge you for the data destruction. Technology has its pluses and its minuses, and we have to think about kind of cradle to grave, think about where your materials are coming from, how they're mined, and then how are they being reused, recycled, or disposed of. So Crandon provides a nice place for some of your items to go,